Ahead, something for everyone in the latest jobs report and sweet music, literally. We'll explain later in the show. Welcome to 3 Times Square this Friday from Reuters World Headquarters in New York. Good news for him in the July jobs report. Also, something for him and those waiting for him to do something. Our daily digit today, 163,000. The gain in non-farm payrolls, well above the 100,000 forecast in the Reuters poll. But our other daily digit is 8.3%, the unemployment rate, up from 8.2% in June. Checking the markets now, the Dow is up 1.33%, NASDAQ up 1.4, about 1.5%, and the S&P 500 up close to 1.5%. Let's check reaction from European markets. Our Nigel Stevenson joins us from London. Nigel, strong day over there.
Yes, indeed, and certainly the jobs report from the US certainly helped. But I have to say the equity markets have been gradually gaining since the open this morning. The main reason for this appears to be that investors decided that the European Central Bank is committed to tackling the debt crisis, despite, of course, taking no action at all this week. The FTSE Euro First 300 index is on track for its 9th weekly gain in a row and extending its longest run of weekly rises since mid-2005. Among the main gainers are the banks and the miners, but it's a pretty positive day, as you've seen, across the board. Lisa?
Nigel, also RBS commenting on the LIBOR scandal. What are they saying?
This is Royal Bank of Scotland, of course, saying it has dismissed employees because of the LIBOR scandal, but it did give no indication who they are or whether the bank would reach a settlement soon with investigating authorities. The scandal has certainly heaped pressure on Stephen Hester, who was appointed CEO 4 years ago, to rebuild the bank and its reputation following a bailout in 2008. RBS, which, as I mentioned, is 82% owned by the government, reported a first-half operating profit of £1.83 billion. That's about $2.8 billion, although it is down on last year. And it's not just the LIBOR issues. RBS has set aside a further £135 million to compensate customers' missold loan insurance, taking its total provision so far to £1.3 billion. Shares currently trading up 3.8%. Lisa?
Okay, Nigel, thanks so much from London. Our power player of the day, delivering strong results under pressure. Will it be enough to tide over investors? It's Procter & Gamble CEO Bob McDonald, the Dow component posting a gain in profit that topped expectations and announcing plans to buy back $4 billion of shares. Activist investor Bill Ackman among those who have pushed for changes at the company. McDonald says the company is talking with Ackman's firm but wouldn't discuss the contents of the conversations. Shares of P&G up this morning near their high for the year. Knight Capital scrambling for funding after a software glitch flooded the New York Stock Exchange with unintended orders earlier this week. The stock losing 3/4 of its value over the past 2 days. The SEC now looking into the matter. Shares close at $2.58 Thursday. They were above $10 before the trading problem. Right now, they are out at about $3.20. Yes, they are up. Viacom and CBS, which split back in 2006, heading in opposite directions in their latest earnings. Once buoyed by the likes of SpongeBob SquarePants, Viacom posting lower than expected profit today, hurt by weak ad sales at its U.S. cable nets, such as Nickelodeon, SpongeBob's Home, and poor box office results for its movie studios. CBS, on the other hand, getting a bang out of hits like The Big Bang Theory, with quarterly profits beating forecasts, thanks to higher affiliate and subscription revenue, while cutting costs to offset advertising dips. Checking the shares right now. Viacom up about 1.5%, and CBS up over 5%. And finally, music to your ears and your stomach. A Croatian musician and chocolate maker combining his two passions, creating a chocolate album that actually plays his band's music. Marinko Biskic creating replicas of old vinyl 45, remember those? Made entirely of chocolate, on which his original recordings can be heard. All you need is an old gramophone and a healthy appetite. The sound's a little scratchy, but that's a small price to pay when you can savor the flavor. That's the latest from 3 Times Square this Friday. You can follow us on Twitter at Reuters Insider and check out our Reuters YouTube channel at Reuters.com/ReutersTV. I'm Lisa Bernhardt. This is Reuters.